Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to go and show you how to make an SFM render. So the first thing you need to do is in the description I have linked a folder called SFM Pack. This pack includes a CC, it includes where to install it, and it also includes a model. So this is going to be linked in the description. You do need Photoshop to be doing this, so if you don't have Photoshop, you cannot be doing this. So first, open up your SFM Pack and click install SFM. Once you do that, it would open up a text and it would say where to install it. Double click that link and paste it into your browser and it would show up with this. You're going to click install SFM, and once it installs, go through the install application thing, and then all you have to do is then you go to Steam and go to find community, click SFM Source Filmmaker, and then you're just going to click launch. And once you click launch, it's going to be in your toolbar right here. So all you're going to do is just click it. And then as you see, it's launching at Source Filmmaker, which is also called SFM. So when it installs, it's going to go and show up this. So on name, you're just going to go keep that same, keep frame rate the same. You're just going to name it like, let's do tutorial render. You're going to click create. Once you do that, it's going to say no map loaded. The reason it's going to say that is because you have no map. So you're going to go back to your browser and you're going to search. Take a little while, but it's going to open soon. As you see, we are in, it just shows white. You're not going to touch anything. All you do is click the plus sign, click create animation set for new model. Once you do that, well, before you do this, you're going to have to drag the file, you're going to have to drag the model in here. So in the SFM pack that I included, I also have a model. It's for the Reaper skin. All you're going to have to do is go to SFM models path, and you're going to highlight this whole thing. Once you do that, go back into your files, and then just go here and paste in the file path, click enter, and then once you do that, you're going to go and drag the Reaper model into this file. Once you drag the Reaper model into this file, all you have to do is go back to SFM, add model, and then just search for the Reaper model. As you see, I have a lot more models, so if you can just go here, and then as you see, I have the Reaper model right here. It's currently not working. If it does not go, you're just going to have to relaunch SFM and do the exact same steps. As you can see, we are in SFM again. You're going to click load map, put in white room. And then as you see, you're going to click add model, and then you're going to look up Fortnite. No, just look up Reaper. For some reason it says error. Okay, well currently it is not working, so it should work for you. For some reason it's not working for me, so you're just going to open the model. I'll just use John Z for this example. I'll link the description for models down below if you want some more models, and it's really easy to do. I just showed you the hard way. So just find your model, click open, and then once you do that, it should open. Right here where it says camera 1, switch it to work camera, and then as you see, you have your model right here. So this model is in SFM currently, and now all you have to do is just go to your model and pose it the way you want. The way to pose it is you click these three things. You click the model, and then you can click control and then move these arms. Click the rotate button to move it. Move it the right way you want. Use the exact position. Once you do this more, you will get more good at this. So I'll just use this position right here. You can move the head around a little bit too. I'll just move it like down. So yeah, you can just keep doing this, and so yeah, now that you have your model, you're gonna go switch this back to camera 1. Switch this to your work camera, put it the way you want it, like that. And on camera 1, you're gonna find, you're gonna go back. Once you go back, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna click the plus icon and click create light. Now, you're gonna go all the way to the back of him, and you're gonna click new light. Then you're gonna go all the way over here and click new light. Then all you have to do is go to the position that you want it to, and then just get rid of these. And then you're just gonna have to lower down the insanity, put up the vertical FOV, and put up the quadratic annotation on. Then you're gonna get rid of this, put on light 2, do the exact same thing as I showed you. Now on light 3, you're gonna do the exact same thing as well. Okay, now that you've done that, you're gonna show each and every one. Now that you've done that, go all the way to where you see his face, and you're gonna click create new light again. On this light, you're actually going to have to only put the insanity to like 1 or 2. So do 2, FOV a little bit, and quadratic annotation just a tiny bit. Now as you see, you have a render right here. This is what we're gonna use. Now all you have to do is remember to switch the main shot onto camera 1. You're gonna click File, Export, Poster, Save, and then right here, click the 3 lines and save it where you want it to go. I made a folder called SFM Stuff. You can do the same, and then just name your file. So I'm gonna do test render. You're gonna click Save, and then this is the part that you need to do. You're gonna click PNG, and then enter image size 1920 and 1080. Once you do that, click Export Poster, and it should export. After you've done that, you're gonna go back to Photoshop and then make a new document, and make sure the document is 1920 by 1080. Click create, and then find the location where you put your file. I put it in SFM Stuff. So you're gonna look at the location where you put it and find the file. You're gonna drag the file in and find the one that has a bigger size. Now, go to Properties and click Edit Contents. You're going to click Select, Color Range, and click the white color. Now click OK, and click Delete. Remember to click the lock icon and click Delete. If this does not work and it goes like this, you're actually going to have to go back into SFM and add a green screen object. I will link the green screen object down below. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure camera 1 is on here, and then you're going to click work camera. You're going to add a green screen object right here. And then on this green screen object, you're just going to have to rotate it to your liking. Make sure that it fits all the way on your render. Now you're going to have to go back to camera 1, and then as always, you're going to have to just do the exact same thing. Make it test render 2, PNG, export poster. So now it has a green screen behind it, so it would be easier to remove the colors. And SFM just crashed on me, I believe. You're gonna go back to here, and then you're just gonna look up test render 2, drag it in. You're gonna click wrong one. You're gonna go over here, drag your test render in, click edit contents, select color range, click the background, okay. And as you see, it just made a mask around your entire face, so you don't have to do this manually. You would usually have to do this manually, but this is a little trick in order for you to not do it. You're going to click the lock right here and click delete. Now all you have to do is click the move icon. You're going to have to select the layer, go back to this, and then paste it. Now as you see, if we get rid of the test render and the background, we actually have a transparent image of our render. Now what you're going to have to do is look at a Fortnite background. I have a file of all of the backgrounds, but you could just look up on Google a cinematic picture of Fortnite. So just find the background you want. I'll use this one. You're gonna put it behind the layer and just size it to your liking. I usually rotate it a bit and just move it. Now what you're gonna have to do is put a tiny bit of blur on it. You're gonna click filter, blur, and box blur. I usually put like around 6 blur on it, but you can do anything you want. So we usually just put 6 blur. You're gonna click OK, and now you're gonna have to go to File, Export, quick export as a PNG, and then just find where you want it, and then just name it Test Render. Now go to my Fevers pack. This is a CC pack that I made for SFM. Now you're gonna go and find where you put that file. I usually just go to quick access and it tells me where it is. So that's what I do. You put it in. You're gonna put it below the CC, get rid of the test image, and then on CC you can actually just go and put it to your liking. So as you see, this just makes it a lot better and more colorful. So you could do it like this, and this is how you make a render. And as you see, this is it without CC, and this is it with CC. As you see, it's more colorful and it gets a lot better. So this is basically how you make really good renders for videos and stuff. And hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you.